Last April in Oklahoma City, local televisions covered an unprecedented tragedy in their community, and they covered it not only for their community, but for the world at large, and for that today we honor them.
Explosion at the downtown federal courthouse, massive explosion, at least 2 to 3 floors have been blown away, and the roof, the entire area is filled with smoke and debris. They are setting up a kind of a, I would imagine, a triage unit. Okay, Ronnie, you are our eyes and ears at this moment. How many people looking around, how many people are being treated as I talk to you?
Oh, I mean, in this area alone, probably 75 have been treated, and this is just on one corner block, and this isn't the target of the main explosion. So there is hundreds of people that are injured.
It's like what we don't see in this country. It really does. It looks like something that we expect to see on national news in Bosnia or somewhere.
Lots of injuries in downtown Oklahoma City. There, you see fire crews working on damaged cars that were down below the building. Some cars burning across the street from the building. Look at that. Windows blown out. Offices completely demolished. A complete disaster right now in downtown Oklahoma City.
So if you weren't under that desk, you wouldn't have made it?
Well, my floor was okay, and the ceiling had come down, but there was still concrete above, so it was just a corner of the office that was left that we were in. Everybody else that we worked with is gone.
Where I was sitting was the only place the floor didn't cave in. I mean, right over here, the floor was gone.
This is something that happens somewhere else. This is something that happens in places like Beirut, places far, far away, places with strange-sounding names. It's not something that's supposed to happen in places like Oklahoma City. It's not something that's supposed to happen at home.
They are bringing people out that are just covered in blood. Ambulance crews have been arriving for the last 10 minutes, and they are going into the building.
The whole back of the building just fell in on us.
We've got a lot of children right over here at the YMCA also.
It's worth noting as well that that kind of coverage went on 24 hours a day for 3 full days on all the Oklahoma City stations. Here to present the Peabody Award to representatives of the Oklahoma City stations, the man who became the face of the state in a way that he could not have anticipated when he was elected just a few months before, the governor of the state of Oklahoma, the Honorable Frank Keating.
Thank you. The statistics of April 19th are searing. 168 of our friends and neighbors killed, 800 injured, 314 buildings in downtown Oklahoma City damaged or destroyed, some 2,000 automobiles destroyed. Agonizingly, 30 of our children lost both of their parents. 200 of those youngsters lost one of their parents. But out of evil, we believe good can come, and 3 outstanding television stations in Oklahoma City did provide a lot of that excellence, a lot of that good. They not only were the very best of your profession, the broadcasting profession, in providing this round-the-clock coverage, but also they were wonderful members of the community, providing this coverage commercial-free. When the need for blood arose, they asked for people to come and donate, and 7,000 people lined up. They assisted my wife and me and others in raising money to make these families whole. Most recently, we have finished raising $9 million in one account alone so that all of the children who lost one parent or both parents or who were injured will have a free college education anywhere in the United States. This was a first-rate This really was a first-rate performance from first-rate professionals. Receiving the Peabody, representing KWTV Channel 9, Joyce Reed, the news director. KOCO-TV, Channel 5, Larry Herbster, the Vice President and General Manager, and KFOR Channel 4, the Vice President and General Manager, Bill Katsafanis.
The bombing of the Murrah Federal Building captured the attention of people continents away. But it wasn't the violence that compelled them to watch. Most seemed mesmerized by what they were seeing, a world most people thought no longer existed, a world where good overshadowed evil. It was our privilege and honor to tell that story. On behalf of the 168 people who lost their lives, and for those whose lives will be changed forever, our sincere thanks.
Many of you journalists have witnessed death at the hands of terrorists, having covered such stories worldwide. You have a better understanding then about the fear and the heartache and what it takes to put aside personal grief to be the beacon of information to the world. In the face of disaster, Oklahoma television conveyed horror, despair, and finally, the remarkable resiliency of Oklahomans. The resiliency that continues to show the world the true spirit of Oklahoma today. The KWTV staff is honored to be recognized by the Peabody judges for its work in the aftermath of the Murrah disaster. Thank you.
Thanks to the Peabody Awards Committee, the University of Georgia, and thank you for the words of introduction, Governor Keating. We accept this very prestigious award on behalf of all the employees of KOCO-TV and the other Gannett television stations, without whose help this would not have been possible. In addition to Susan Kelley, our news director, who's standing behind me, we have a number of our KOCO television staffers here and some Gannett people. They're back at table 22, back on the right-hand side. I'd like to recognize them. But perhaps most importantly, this bittersweet honor is humbly accepted for all of the victims, their families, and the great citizens of Oklahoma City. We could not have done this job and our jobs without you. You are our family. Thank you.